How to be a great boxing trainer. Some of the mistakes I see being made, we're going to discuss, and some of the things that I think make a boxing trainer great, we're going to go over the formula that makes them great. Let's go into the negatives. What makes a bad boxing trainer? First of all, not knowing your clientele. The clientele that I'm going to speak of in this video is going to be your general public. These are individuals, regardless of age or gender, that have no interest in getting in a ring and boxing competitively against a competitor for prize money or trophies. These are individuals that are using boxing as a great way to increase their skill set, get a great workout, and ultimately it's mental health, it's a great engagement, and at the end of the day, they love the sport of boxing, and it's a great outlet for them in their careers and in their personal and family lives. So let's get into some of the mistakes that trainers make. Number one, I see a lot of trainers make the mistake of taking someone who's never boxed before and teaching too much in the beginning. And here's what I mean by that. There are 6 punches, as you know: the jab, cross, the hooks, and the uppercuts. We got slips and rolls, and we got a lot of defense. We got footwork. There's just so much that we can teach. The mistake I see a lot of trainers make is they try to teach a lot in the beginning. And I believe that a lot of trainers make the mistake of trying to impress these new clients. And I think the mistake that's made there is that you can overwhelm an individual from the beginning if you overdo it, trying to impress them with all your knowledge, and you give them too much to think about, or if you overwhelm them with all this technique and all this knowledge, they may feel like boxing's not for them. That's a big mistake. Second mistake is going in, be a boxing trainer as a fighter, meaning this: just because you as a fighter, let's say you have a past experience as a fighter, and now you're boxing and you're taking all your skills, and maybe your career didn't go somewhere, maybe you're still in the fight game, but you're doing this to supplement your income. The mistake I see a lot of boxing trainers make is they are training their clients the way that their coaches are taught them or are teaching them. 2 different styles. You want to be able to do 3 things within your client in your sessions every single time. Number one, make your sessions fun. If your clients are having an absolute blast and they're enjoying themselves when they put the gloves on and they're going through all the drills, if they're having fun, they're going to want to come back to it. Second thing is, make it a great workout. If your clients are having a great workout at the end of 30 or 45 or an hour-long session, if they're getting a great workout, they're going to have value in that. They're having fun, they're getting a great workout, and let's talk about that. The things that people stick to the most are the things they enjoy doing. So if they're getting a great workout and they're burning a bunch of calories, but that's not really the focal point, they're just having fun and they're boxing and they happen to be burning a lot of calories, you're gonna win. So the mistake that's made is you're stopping, you're teaching, you're over teaching. I see the mistake that a lot of trainers will make. Will sit and they'll spend 20 minutes on the internet showing their clients what they want their clients to do. That client's not getting any workout. They're watching you, they're listening to your stories, but there's a time and a place. You got that time with them, make that time valuable. Get in there, mix it up with them, give them a great workout. There's a time to slow it down and time to dealing with the general public. You want to give them just a little bit at a time and then really get after it on that little bit. Don't give them 20 different things and then you got to spend a half an hour, an hour talking about those 20 things. Give them 1 or 2 things to focus on in that session and then get after it. They'll get better little by little and they're getting a great workout. And that comes to my third thing. They need to learn something. If they're learning something and they're getting a great workout and they're having fun doing it, you're going to have that client over and over. The other mistake, I'll make it really simple: be flexible. Now, this might not work for a lot of you guys, but for me, the reason why my clientele is on a wait list, I have people on a wait list right now wanting to work with me, but I don't have enough time in the day to work with everybody because I make myself available as much as I possibly can. If I can reschedule a client based on their schedule, I'm going to do it. The second you start saying no, your clients will find someone who says yes. And obviously we can get into that in a much greater detail. The other thing is be on time, be prepared. I can't tell you how many mistakes I see trainers make by showing up late or showing up right at the last second and then being scrambled. Show your clients that you respect their time and be prepared and be on time. Let's talk about, now let's switch gears and let's talk about what makes a great trainer. Obviously the opposite of all that. First and foremost, have fun, look the part. if you're personable and they like you, they're going to want to train with you. Bottom line, if you're if you don't have the personality, that doesn't necessarily disqualify you from being a great trainer. Showcase your personality, be real, be authentic, and let's make sure that they're having fun. And the greatest thing you can do is understand exactly where someone's at and where you want to take them. I don't believe that there's a destination point, but there's definitely a direction that all of my clients, I'm taking them on. And every client, the direction they're going is to get better every training session. Everybody's going to start off athletically and ability-wise differently, condition-wise. Some people are coming to you that are in great shape. Some aren't going to be in very great shape. Some are going to have an athletic background, some won't. But you as a trainer need to know exactly where they're at and where you're trying to take them. And that path is going to be different for every client that you have. Case example, I have a client that is a ballroom dancer, professional ballroom dancer. After only 2 sessions, she was looking like she'd already completed 50 sessions with me. Her footwork was amazing, her hand speed, her body control, everything because of her extensive background in ballroom dancing. Her footwork was already amazing. Her sense of space and mobility and control was already there. It was really just getting her to understand the mechanics of boxing and the terminology of boxing. The other thing I think that makes a great trainer is start off basics. Don't go in on their first session and try to teach them everything you know, which we already talked about. I always really stick with the jab and the cross. Your straight punches are really going to help you get your clientele comfortable. Turning their punches over, keeping their hands up, a good stance, understanding their balance and their weight transfer, all the basic stuff. I've had clients where I've spent 4 to 6 weeks not even teaching them hooks or uppercuts because I wanted to really focus on their athleticism, focus on their comfortability of space and working the straight punch, getting their jabs really fast, working on that power cross. You can really spend a lot of time on just the simplicity of a straight punch, but over time you got to know where you're taking them. You got to introduce that lead hook and that rear hook and the uppercuts, the slips and the rolls. There's a lot you can go, but a great trainer can recognize where their clients are on day one and then how to get them progressively better every single session. Take notes, either write it down or have to have some sort of a log. You got to know exactly where your clients are at all. Make sure that you're giving your clients drills that are going to help them get better in certain things that they're lacking on. If I find that a client has a slow jab, I'm going to look at and find ways and drills to develop that quick hands. And you're going to find that you don't need to brush over that and get into the uppercuts and hooks. You want to stick to that plan, help them get better, let them see progress. When they see progress and they feel themselves getting better, again, it goes back to them having fun. They're going to want to keep showing up over and over and over again. They will continue to renew with you as a trainer over and over and over again. And that goes to another thing of being a great trainer, in my opinion, is how many clients want to renew with you over and over again, meaning they can't wait to re-up with you, and they tell you like, look, whenever my sessions are up, I'm ready to buy another session. That speaks to me as a great trainer, because your clientels are basically begging to want to make sure they don't lose the spot or their time slot with you and let you know, hey, I'm going to return. If you're a trainer that over promises and you under deliver, and that could be in their skills and their progress, or you charge them more than what you're worth, at the end of the day, I can't tell you what you're worth, but your clients certainly will, okay? No one should tell you as a trainer what you should charge people or what your worth is, but your clients will tell you whether or not you're worth that, and they'll tell you by basically renewing with you or not. That's as simple as I can make it. So in summary, to be a great boxing trainer, understand who your clients are and understand what they're not. They're not fighters. They're not going to be getting in the ring and trying to beat up somebody across from them, and they're not trying to win trophies and prize money. Get them really good at boxing. Train them like a fighter, but soften it up. Make sure it's fun. Make sure they're getting a great workout, and make sure they're learning something. Give them a couple things to really isolate on each session, and then get after it on those 2 things. Don't give them 5 or 6 things where you have to spend half or if not more than half of your time with them explaining everything. Give them 1 or 2 things and then get after it. 1 or 2 things and get after it. 1 or 2 things and get after it. By the time that you have that client for 3 months, 6 months, a year, those clients are amazing because you're dripping knowledge on them little by little, and they're getting better and better, and at the end of the day, they're having fun, they're getting great workouts, and it's empowering them. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate all the shares, all the comments.